So now we beat the Boston Bruins. Leafs beat the Bruins at TD Garden. Why didn't this happen in the last two games against the Bruins in November? Where was this? Anyways, Leafs beat the Boston Bruins 4-2. They win 4-2, and goodness gracious, what a game it was. Yes, I know people are gonna be like, hey, we can't tank properly. It's not fair. Oh, we gotta tank. Winning's not good. Yeah, I see that from Leaf fans out there. Guess what? Look, I know this season's so frustrating as all hell. I know it's frustrating. The season was hell and frustrating at the same time because of the way how the Leafs were playing. And they're not in a good position, but they get the 2 points. I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs. I mean, can make it, but it's impossible. But look, a win's a win. I'll take the win at the time of the day. Where was this in the last two games against Boston on November the 8th and November the 11th? Where was that? Oh yeah, it was just we couldn't get it done. Leafs made it one goal game twice to let David Pastrnak and Fraserman scoring the daggers. Kind of embarrassing, but they take down the Bruins, and that's how she rolls. Again, what a win for the Leafs. We'll take it. We Leafs played spoiler tonight because of the wild card. Okay, the wild card. All right, they need to play spoiler, and they did just that. All right, that's perfect. All right, let's start with the goalies. Anthony Stolarz starts in net for the Leafs. Thank God he's doing a lot better. He didn't get severely injured by after William Nylander shot the puck on Anthony Stolarz's neck. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, but thank God he's okay. So Stoley starts in net for Toronto, and Jeremy Swayman starts in net for the Boston Bruins. So let's go with it. Okay, first period was not a really good first period because, oh boy, they did the same thing, the same again, where the Leafs allowed the first goal by the visitors. And surely enough, the one thing they did was they went on a breakaway from the Bruins go on a breakaway, and Elias Lindholm scores, and the Bruins take a 1-0 lead. Jesus Christ, here we go again. Just can't keep doing the same crap and expecting results like this. You can't do that. You just let in a wide open Elias Lindholm to score. That wasn't great. And Leafs had a power play, but they couldn't do it. Bruins literally had a power play right there, and they did F-all, okay, in the first period. So it's not a good first period for the Leafs. However, Leafs turned it up a notch as the Toronto Maple Leafs scored 2 goals in the second period. The first one, Leafs take a penalty. Not good. So what did the Leafs do? They went on they got a shorthanded goal. I mean, Matthew Knies bullies the Bruins player, and he just gets the puck, and he scores shorthanded goal for the Leafs to tie the game up at 1. That is 5 shorthanded goals for Toronto. 5. So, and then, of course, the one thing I don't get was, oh yeah, Leafs get a power play. Okay? They couldn't do it. They couldn't convert. Oh, wait, there you go. Nikita Zadorov just dirtishly hits John Tavares. And the penalty goes on Nikita Zadorov, where surely enough, Easton Cowan goes full God mode for Tavares. Like, if Austin Matthews did that, who the hell knows? But he's injured. Thanks a lot, Goodis, you jerk. Anyways, Leafs get a 5-minute major, but it's a 4-on-3 because Easton Cowan got called for a roughing. Wow. So then, of course, Leafs score again, and then they take the lead by Max Domi. Leafs take a 2-1 lead. All right, had some opportunities on the 3-minute power play. Yeah, it's okay. So it's a 2-1 game heading into the third period, and that's when, all right, now we're clicking somewhere. And surely enough, okay, surely enough, Leafs were going to do something, and they did. They had William Nylander scoring the goal. I think the puck went straight to Nylander, and the Leafs take a 3-1 lead. For a moment, I thought it was offside. Thank God William Nylander's offside. Was it supposed to be goalie interference? No, sir. So Bruins don't challenge there. That's when everything was going well. Then you allowed Nikita Zadorov and Dakota Joshua battling it out right when the puck dropped after Nylander scored to allow a fight. And that was the fight of the fight. I think Zadorov just killed DJ. Anyway, doesn't matter. And then, of course, Matthew Knies gets called for a tripping call. And I'm like thinking, dude, referees being referees. The Leafs got called more times on the penalties every time. And what did I just see right there? Oh, yeah. Nikita Zadorov. Charlie McAvoy getting pushed from behind. Yeah, that ain't no trip. But damn, they called it a push. They call Knies on a trip. That's a bad penalty. So you call that a trip, yet you go to the overtime loss to Detroit in January. Easton Cowan gets held from behind or something like that, and there was no penalty. Wow, son. So then, of course, the Leafs go on the penalty kill, and they allow Charlie McAvoy to score. And the Bruins are down 3-2. That's not good. I swear to God, if the Bruins make the Leafs blow a 3-1 lead, somebody help us all. God help us. But that wasn't the case. You see, Stoli made some good saves. Even the save in the second period, in the first period, oh boy, he was dialed in nonstop on that one. And of course, the best thing is, Leafs get a power play because the Bruins just got penalized for that. Yeah, that's on you, bud. So now you go in the power play. You have to be careful because Jeremy Swayman is going straight to the bench. You have a 6-on-4 power play. Can you not screw this up? Do not give him a shorthanded tying goal. What's going to have a problem? But that wasn't the case as the Leafs put this game away. And Matthew Knies scores the empty netter for Toronto. 4-2 Leafs on the power play. That's a wrap. So, okay, I love it. What a win for the Leafs. And I know Leaf fans are going to be like, why aren't we tanking properly? Look, I don't care. Win or lose don't matter. I'm gonna live by the Maple Leaf and die by the Maple Leaf because no matter what happens, I'll still love this team. Yes, I know they had a bad night. Yes, I know they had a bad season, but if you had to go through one downfall, it is what it is. Anyways, that was a good game for Toronto, especially after what happened in the last 3 games against the Carolina Hurricanes, Ottawa Senators, who beat Detroit, by the way, I think, and the New York Islanders. So game, set, match for Toronto, and it was a much better game. Yes, I know they're gonna be like, we have to go for the bottom. Yeah, let those guys talk. I don't care what happens. We're just gonna win, okay? I don't care if we want to ruin the tank or not. Just gotta win. It'd be nice if we just win out and not make the playoffs, but just lose and win out. It doesn't matter for me. I don't care what happens. Win or lose, we'll take it. Light spoilers tonight, so you can thank the Leafs for this, Detroit and Ottawa. Thank the Leafs for this. Anyways, that's it for this game. It was a really good game, and I'll take it. Anyways, the next game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they go and play at Scotiabank Arena on Wednesday, on a second night of a back-to-back against the New York Rangers, who right now are having a down season. Again, I think. They're not a good team again. Like I mentioned, remember the last time the Leafs played against the Rangers? They allowed the Rangers to win for the first time since the game against St. Louis in November. You cannot allow the Rangers to win against Toronto tomorrow. I swear. You have to win against New York. I don't care. Just got to win. All right? So that's it. Game, set, match. Let's go, Leafs. Yeah!